Good morning, beginning farmer friends. It is raining, but I want to show you something really quick. For the first time in a long time, I can stand right here in the shed and I am not standing in a mud puddle. Literally right here, there was always, I don't know, a foot of water when it was raining like this because water came off the roof and then flowed into the trench that had been made by the tractor parking in here. If we were to put gutters up there and everything flowed away, this wouldn't even be happening. Yes, the grinder mixer is outside. I was just worried about putting heavy equipment on here. I probably could have. I'm cautious and I want this to be the best that it can be, and so one rainstorm with the grinder mixer, I'll just do my best to clean it out. I just had to come out and show you guys. Where did we leave off yesterday? I know we left off in the rain. It just rained and was cloudy and yucky all day, so I never came back and did anything. I was gonna empty the rain gauge, but it's frozen. We got about an inch of rain last night. I'll tell you what, there is no mud in the shed. Let's grind feed today. Let's start the day by grinding feed. I did leave this outside. I brought a garbage bag out to put on the seat. I think we'll let that tractor warm up for a second. I'll go open the gates so I can go in and get the soy meal. Then we'll put soy meal in, corn, take some feed out to the pigs on the pasture, maybe some chickens. I don't know, I just know that we need to grind some feed today. We got the feed ground. We needed some feed for the chickens up here in their barrels, and then the pigs out in the pasture needed some feed as well. Right now though, we are going to start on a project that I'm kind of excited about. I've been selling a lot of stuff. I'm in the mood to sell right now, especially because there's a couple things I want to buy, and it just gets me excited to buy it when I can sell some stuff and clear out the farm before I bring something to the farm. We're going to go hunting right now for things to sell. The first and easiest thing to gather up right away to sell are these. These are the concrete blankets that we used when we put our concrete in here and when we actually put our concrete out in the hoop house, because apparently I like to do concrete when it is freezing cold outside. We're gonna get those listed on Facebook, and then we're just gonna start walking around. There's gotta be more stuff I can sell around here. Five concrete blankets folded up, taken pictures, ready to go. Hopefully we won't ever need concrete blankets again. We'll only do concrete when it makes sense, when it's not freezing. This is all the stuff that needs to be sorted through and put back in here. Let's go shopping in here and see if we can find anything that we can sell. Right away, this bucket right here has two water tank heaters in it. I think they both work, so I'm going to pull those out. Not a lot of money, but like I said, we're just going little bits here. I think that actually might be it for in here though. I do have underneath my chainsaw here a couple extra buckets of tire chains for a tractor. I have two sets of tire chains. I'm gonna wait till winter and I put my set on to see which ones I want to keep, which ones I want to get rid of. Those will probably sell better come December or January anyway. Let's continue on. We're gonna go back to the junk closet. Here's one thing that I just realized that I have quite a few of. I don't think I want to get rid of any of them, but let's count what I have. Wagon gears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wagon gears. I didn't realize I had that many. This one over here is kind of a homemade deal that has been welded on and cut on a ton. I actually did have a chicken wagon on this one time and it kind of fell over. I don't think it's a very good wagon gear to build a chicken wagon on anymore. I figure I have two options with it. One, put it on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, see if somebody wants to come and get it. Or two, maybe I just find a scrapper to come here, get things like that wagon gear, this trailer, all the scrap in it, because I know I put this out there as a question already, but man, I'm just afraid that nobody's gonna want to take this as far as a salvage place unless I sort this all out between stuff like this light tin here and these fence panels right here and this heavy grain auger back here. I just want it gone. Is there anything wrong with just wanting it gone? Maybe this is something I can get rid of here. It doesn't have any holes in it other than all the holes that were created in it, and there are no plugs or lids for it. What about this water tank right here? I think what I need to have happen is just for somebody to come scavenge my farm and find what they want to take from it. I'll just, you know, one price. take it all. I've got all sorts of ideas today. Cultipacker, I need to keep that. Wagon, I need to keep that. Spring tooth harrow, that's not going away. Drag harrow stays. Pig feeder stays. Bummer, I didn't find as much as I was hoping to. Let's pick up that water tank, that Vermeer water tank, take some pictures of those water heaters. I'll just keep on covering stuff as we go. Everywhere I go, I'm finding wood just rotting away in the ground. Must be a problem of mine, I think. I don't know what I'm doing around here, but I'm gonna get it picked up. This is the time to do it. There's a smart way to do this. Let's do it the smart way. I think I just saw my camera's life pass before its eyes. I probably should have just unbolted that, but this was more exciting. I didn't have to get out of the seat of the tractor, although it's not disconnected yet, so I did have to get out of the seat of the tractor. I'm not doing very well on this. Check out the hubcaps that I got floating around this farm. I've got some Buick hubcaps. I don't know what these are, but they got a big V8 on them. I'm just gonna set this wagon gear next to my scrap trailer. We'll figure that out when we figure that out. I feel like I should have used those when we were doing the concrete project in the shed. That way they would have been stored underground instead of out here. Now I have to find a place for them. I didn't know I had them. Again, problem with my system. Speaking of things to sell, I need to sell some of our Dexter cattle. A few years ago, we decided we are going to keep it around 5 or 6 breeding animals at a time. We have too many heifers and too many cows at this point. We had a lot of heifers born this spring. We've got a couple of yearling heifers, and I don't think I'm going to keep any of the yearling heifers. Hopefully, I'm going to get the vet out here soon. We'll work them all, see what's bred, what's not bred. We will sell maybe 2, I think we have yearling heifers, and maybe 2 of this year's heifers along with those 2. That would bring our cow numbers down going into winter, which is a good thing, and generate a little income so I can buy some things for the shop. I'm not sure if you caught the video that I released last, but in that video I talked about this idea of Crooked Gap Farm 2.0. In fact, I recorded a whole podcast episode about Crooked Gap Farm 2.0. You can go to iTunes or Stitcher, wherever you get your podcasts, look for The Beginning Farmer Show. You can find out all about what I mean by Crooked Gap Farm 2.0. It is more than just lean farm. It is more than just cleaning up the shed and putting concrete in and cleaning up behind the shed. There is a lot of stuff on the farm that needs to get done. And I thought I'd show you something really cool that I want to work on pretty soon, and kind of a cool little toy that I got to go along with it. What I'm standing in right now is what I call the winter lot. This is the sacrificial area that we have on the farm. I don't know, maybe it's an acre, acre and a half. It's where we put the cattle and the sheep in the winter so that they don't tear up the pasture. I've got some major problems here. I've got posts like this. I've got posts like this that aren't really posts anymore. We can thank the county for that one. That's a long story. It was kind of crazy. I watched it all from the shed as it was pouring rain. Eventually, what I would like to have is a woven wire fence all the way around this winter lot so that I can just run electric inside of it to train the animals. This is the cool thing that I want to show you, not these trees. These trees are the problem because right behind me, I have the fence, and right here, I have the trees, and I like to come in during the summer and come along this and trim up the grass underneath it. It's just not very possible with all these trees and brush. I'm just talking junk. Some of it, like this one down here, is a whole bunch grown together, and those are pretty big. Other stuff, you know, just little inch stuff like that. So I've got a plan now, and I from time to time watch other YouTube channels. One of them that I watch from time to time is Wrangler Star. Shout out to Wrangler Star. But I saw that he had one of these, and I watched the video. It is, they call it a grass blade, a saw chain grass blade, but he used it on more than grass. And I watched the video and I immediately ordered it because I think I can come in here and cut out a lot of these small trees. I want to get all this out of the ditch so that then I have good access to this fence. I'm gonna put that thing to the test. I'll be doing that in the next couple days. Of course, I'll record a video of it, but it worked for Wrangler Star, so I don't know why it wouldn't work for me. I think in a lot of ways what Crooked Gap Farm version 2.0 is is we've spent 12 years learning how to farm, how to market, how to put up infrastructure, putting up infrastructure, and now we're getting it there and it's time to like refine it and pull it in and make it exactly what we need it to be. I think this is a natural progression of any business or any farm. One part of that though is going to be this awesome bonfire behind me. One thing that people have asked is like, why aren't you using all that wood to burn in your house? There's a few reasons. One, there's a lot of treated wood. Two, there is a ton of metal in there. Three, bonfires are cool. I hope what I'm doing right now is encouraging you to start a farm wherever you are, or take your farm to that version 2.0 or maybe 3.0. You might be further along on the journey than I am. Whatever it is, I hope it's encouraging. Thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, like, all of that good stuff. You know what to do. You all are so awesome.